You want to go on to staff?
Mm-hmm.
We have a staff member that has completed the CDA criteria through TEACH. She's supposed to have a 4% increase. And I need the board's knowledge or approval, however you want to say it. She's currently making the 725, and it would bring her up to 754.
This was something we already...
Yes, we already committed to it. I just wanted you aware of that.
I need to do that.
All in favor?
Okay. Concerned with the naming that we have on our late fee. We have it contracted, non-contracted, and then the late fee. When it's named the late fee, concerned about it, that the parents not understanding that if they bring them, if they have it scheduled at 9 and they bring them at 8:30 or 8:45, that also clicks into that late fee. And possibly just naming it the non-contract early drop or late fee pickup. You know,
That's just early, yeah, earlier.
Changing the wording so it says that. I mean,
okay. Early fee, late fee, early fee drop, late fee pickup.
Because currently the way it reads, when it says late fee, they think it's if they just pick them up late. But if you read the wording of it, how it states in there, it says it's just that the title of it is deceiving, and most people might just read the
For
title.
outside core hours, maybe. Or
well, here's what happened. I picked up my
hours.
bill and it said late fee, tuition, $15 charge, and I called Jane and said, you know, I didn't pick him up late that day, and she said, well, you brought him 6 minutes early.
Ooh.
So.
You have to, I mean, we have to.
And I'm fine with that. I'm just saying it's deceiving for it to say late fee tuition.
And we did have another parent that did have that, and once they explained, they understood, they just didn't think about it being early as well.
When does that?
It's been in effect.
I know. When does that? On the early drop-off, is that if it's prior to 5 minutes before, or prior to 1 minute?
If they're on the computer, when you put it in, if you put from 9 to 6, if they're here 6:06, the late fee goes in. If it's 6:05, it won't. But if they come in early and late, and like if they come in 3 minutes early and they pick them up, it's the way the computer is set up to acknowledge. So you do have like a 5-minute type grace period. 5
either way.
Yeah. No.
You get 5 total.
5
whether
total.
it's two in front or 3 behind
Or whatever. There's 5 minutes. That's
I
just the
realize
way-
you have to do that, but I'm sure that I'm past that stage.
I mean,
Yeah, I realize you have to do
when
it.
you have a system, and you also have staff. I mean, we tell our staff we're trying to limit our staff. You can't be here 5 minutes. You know, you can't be here 10. We don't want them here too early, because then you get to paying for time.
But I guess on the late fee, if they come 6 minutes late.
It's a late fee. You have, that's the way the program is set up. They're late. If you're 5 minutes
But
late for work,
still-
you're not. If you show up for any work and you show up 5 minutes late at work, you don't get. I mean, if you show up for VT or VAPCO and you show up late, that doesn't go on your record. That doesn't. You didn't get dinged for that after.
I was salaried, so I worked 60 hours.
I know, but some people are by the hourly and they punch the clock.
Yeah, I know.
You punch the clock, and
But
I
it
hate it
depends
as well.
on parents, though. If you're paying it, if you start the clock at paying at 9 o'clock,
Right.
why should you care if they come at 10 after or 20 after?
I don't care.
That's not
No,
That's not the
it's
law.
outside of the. If you're contracted. If Nick is contracted from 7:15 to 5 o'clock.
Okay, what if it comes at 8?
And if he
That's
comes
no
at 8,
problem.
that's no big deal.
Okay.
We still pay from 7:15 down. But
Yeah,
if
the contract, you had contract.
we bring him in
Right.
at 7:10, 5 minutes early, or 7:09,
see that,
then we're
yeah.
6 minutes early. Then we're
Yeah.
The staffing.
yeah.
Right.
And it's
We're
the
trying
compensate
to
for.
really nip that.
But if your contract hours are to quit at 10, you don't come in until 10:15. That should be a
We still
Yeah.
pay for that 15 minutes he
late
wasn't
fee.
here.
Yeah, the late
Because
fee.
it's contracted, right?
And the staff work here
Yeah,
4
and the
minutes.
staff is
Yeah.
set up, the staff is
Understand.
established for
Okay.
that. Right.
But then, we still have the policy of what a parent calls and tells us, we adjust and make sure that we don't have staff getting in overtime or acknowledge that. Before, in the past, we had people
That's
who
a
were
courtesy.
telling us every night.
If
that
a
they-
parent would call and let you know, that's a courtesy.
Yes.
But it's not a situation where your staff's payroll is dependent upon that because you're already compensated for them, because it's already pre-contracted.
Right.
So, but where
But it's
where
really
it's
nice if
before
we're
or
getting
after.
parents to
right.
communicate with us, we know what's going on. I mean, we've had sometimes where parents don't communicate and they don't show up for 45 minutes later. We didn't have any idea what's going on. If they could call and say, our keys got locked in my car, I'll be there. That it's just, we know for this child, some of them are old enough too, they'll go, it's 5 o'clock, where's my mom?
Well, we're not questioning policy, we're just questioning the name of the policy.
Okay, and I just wanted to make sure the board was aware of it. I have no problem with putting in
So if you call it early drop-off, late pickup fee,
Yep.
is that too long?
non-contracted, it's
Is that-
It's specific enough, and
early drop-off or
Okay.
/ late pickup. Yep, we can do that. I just wanted to make sure that I communicated with the board. All right.